The story starts when the lights from the neighbor's place began to flicker. At first, I didn't think anything of it. I just found it super annoying, and it kept me from getting any sleep. The flickering lasted for 3 nights, and honestly, no one found it odd at all. By the 4th night, I was getting used to it when out of nowhere, it just stopped. I thought, thank goodness they sorted out whatever the issue was and drifted off to sleep without a care. The next morning, I was jolted awake by the wailing of ambulance sirens. My heart raced, thinking something terrible had happened to my family. But my relief was short-lived when I realized the noise was coming from the house next door. Suddenly, curiosity took over. It was just so strange that on the night that the flickering light stopped, someone ended up dead. I tried to shake it off, convincing myself I was just being paranoid. But the more I tried, the harder it became to push those thoughts away. The same night I was getting ready for bed, I glanced out the window at the house with the flickering lights. That's when I noticed something that made it even harder to stop wondering. The lights in the house next door were flickering wildly. It was flickering with the same rhythm. I knew this because it was the reason I wasn't able to sleep until dawn. Still, I brushed those thoughts aside, telling myself it was just a coincidence. The 2nd and 3rd night passed with the same flickering. I found myself wishing and praying it wouldn't stop after the 4th night. To my horror, it did. And my fears were confirmed when I woke up the next morning to the sound of ambulance sirens once more. Even my parents started to get a bit uneasy about 2 deaths happening just 3 days apart. I kept the whole flickering lights to myself though. I didn't want to freak them out for no reason. But that night, when I was getting ready to drift off, I found out that maybe I should have. Because the instant I switched off my bedroom lights, they began to flicker erratically, like they were trying to communicate. My heart raced, pounding so hard I thought it might burst. This wasn't just a malfunction. I could hear the light switch being flipped, as if someone was playing with me. I turned around searching for the source of the disturbance, but the room was empty. Then I caught a glimpse in the mirror, and everything clicked to place. In the reflection, I wasn't standing where I thought I was. Instead, I was next to the light switch, grinning like a lunatic. Scrawled on the wall was a message that hadn't been there before. The writing was in blood, and my reflection's throat was gruesomely slashed. The darkness made it so hard to see, but with each flicker of light, the words became legible. When I finally read the whole sentence, dread washed over me as I found out that in 3 days, I would be gone. The message ominously declared, 1, 2, 3, I shall be free.